metropolitan Los Angeles.
Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his man, complete. That's Garner.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
A spin. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Running on first down, Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
And he comes back with one complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. On 4th down, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll start with the option.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. He's got room at the 30.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Mahomes will throw for it, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
Chiefs 8, Chargers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Charger drive about to get going. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Up the middle with Eckler.
Taken down at the 30. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
The end of the first quarter with the score Chiefs 8, Chargers nothing.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And it's caught.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Eckler again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 17, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he takes this into the end zone. touchdown. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8.
The score, Chiefs 15, Chargers 7. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Tannehill. 20, 10, touchdown. Andy Isabella, 50 yards. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you gotta think. Go for 2, tie it up, go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this one plays out. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And again, it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Going up top for Miller. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman with career touchdown number 60. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Chargers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Moore, the man in motion.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
No question, that was needed by the defense, because already trailing by a couple of scores, they had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
36, Chargers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know,
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Tannehill. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go play fake. Mahomes out to his left. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
This is brought in at the 21. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Leo Chanel
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Tannehill. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now Tannehill. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw taken in by Miller. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes now on 1st down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he's out right at the 25. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
68 yards.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Chargers 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chargers. Andy Isabella with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On first down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 48 yards.
And the Chiefs extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Chargers 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
Touchdown! Scotty Miller, 56 yards.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
57, Chargers 28. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
He's got a man complete.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Give him 32 on the play.
Here we go.
From the 50, it's Tannehill.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes...
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Though certainly in a pickle here, they have a mile to go to try to pick up.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now Mahomes. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
So it's a win for the Chiefs here. And no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, he just threw touchdown pass after touchdown pass after touchdown pass. It got to be comical after a while. If they got the football, you knew it would end up in the end zone. Just a spectacular game. One of the best you'll ever see.
So for the Chiefs, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.